homage and admiration to the Tibetans inside Tibet. I have just come back from India when these events took place in Tibet. As someone who have been in this struggle for my whole life, I really felt so proud, and I also felt that this struggle will not wither away, because the Tibetan people inside Tibet has now taken the lead. I have seen myself in Dharamshala, our cabinet, our elected deputies, everyone is now responding, just as you are today, to the leadership of our people inside Tibet. One of the fears that some of us had is that if our struggle becomes outside based, there's always the danger, no matter how just our cause may be, such a movement can sometimes wither away. I have seen in my own life many worthy causes die and are not to be heard of precisely because the movement becomes disconnected from its land. So I think while it's very sad to see so many of our brave men and women give their life inside Tibet, it really is encouraging, reassuring to see that the struggle has now been firmly taken over by the Tibetans inside Tibet. The recent events in Tibet has clearly demonstrated that the movements of the Tibetan people is countrywide. In a way, what we have seen in the last few weeks is far more significant than what had happened in 1959. Historically, the 1959 uprising is obviously most important, but in terms of the intensity, in terms of the depth, and in terms of the widespread, the recent ongoing struggle of our people inside Tibet is not only historic, but it is something that everyone needs to take note. The world needs to take note, and the Chinese need to take note. But please do not allow yourself, even for a moment, to depart from the path that we have chosen, because it is that path which has given our movement this very distinctive character. It is for that reason, as I said earlier, men and women throughout the world join us, sympathize with us, and stand by us. So this is very important, particularly at this very crucial hour of our struggle, that we must always remind ourselves. We must always do what is best for us. I also wanted to share with you that I have just come after meeting the ambassador of France. As you know, that the EU foreign ministers met yesterday and had passed a rather quite strong statement on Tibet. Obviously, you see, it is not easy to get so many nations to agree to a text that everyone feels comfortable with. But nevertheless, I was very pleased, and I personally went to see the ambassador of France, because the French, under the new presidency, is taking much more active interest on the cause of Tibet. I was also with the ambassador of Slovenia, because at the moment the presidency is with Slovenia. Last Friday, before they had the meeting, urging them to make sure that the Europeans come out with a single voice, and I'm very happy that they're doing it. I also want to take this opportunity to really say a big thank you to the people and to the government of the United States. They have stood with us, they are standing with us at our hour of need. The Speaker of the Congress, Nancy Pelosi, was recently in Dharamshala, as many of you may have seen. I was there, in fact, in preparation of a visit, and her presence has given all of us, particularly for the Tibetans inside Tibet, a tremendous encouragement. I told Nancy when she was in Dharamshala that it is precisely because of the strong support that people like yourself has given to us that our people have remained non-violent in spite of being provoked day in and day out. As long as Tibetan people do not lose hope, we will always remain non-violent. No one wants to die. No one wants to do anything stupid. It is only when they're compelled. So therefore I said that her visit her standing next to His Holiness will send a very powerful message to the Tibetans inside Tibet. It is hour of need that we are not alone. Our leader has friends, strong friends, powerful friends standing by her, and that therefore we need to have more patience, but ultimately the truth will win. So I just wanted to say once again, because there are so many friends here, particularly American friends, that we are very, very grateful for your friendship, for your support. And I also wanted to say that President Bush has been very, very supportive of Tibet. After coming back, I have had meetings with the very many senior leaders and the government. Obviously, each time the leaders chose a different way of approach, and which I respect, because what is important is each will choose the most effective way to help us. So therefore, I'm very appreciative. I'm in very close touch with the State Department, with the people at the White House.